What is the value of action in your experience? It brings things to us, she says.
The culmination of our consciousness.
That is a good way of stating it, culmination of conscious thought. It makes you feel as if you are accomplishing good. We're wanting to hear from you what you think the value of action is, because...
It makes me feel good.
Good. Action is overrated in terms of being the process by which you get what you are wanting. Extremely overrated. But it is extremely underrated in terms of the pleasure potential that it holds. In other words, action is fun. You like to act. Not doing anything is very boring. You get very tired, very lethargic if you are not acting. Acting makes you feel productive, and that is a little bit misguided, because there is really not very much production in action. Now, for most of the world, they would find that very startling, because if they can't envision somebody picking something up and putting it somewhere else, they can't imagine any progress at all. And surely that is action. But what we're wanting to guide you to an awareness of is that action, as you have clearly stated, is the culmination of a long process of thought. Action is the culmination of a long process of thought. And the more thought that prepaves your action, then the easier and the smoother and the more satisfying the action is. There are two things that happen that keep you from feeling that impulse to act, that inspiration to act. Action is overrated in terms of being the process by which you get what you are wanting. Extremely overrated. One is not enough attention to what it is that you are wanting. Just not enough attention so that it never really got going. The momentum isn't strong enough. And the other, and that which is usually the experience more often than not, is the offering of thoughts that contradict one another. And so you never get off the dime. You keep standing in the same place, wanting, but sabotaging with your own old patterns or habits of thought, you see. As beings who are accustomed to action, you've had a little bit of trouble in the adjustment, because what has happened is all of your old beliefs regarding the value and the power and the importance and the blessings that come to you. In other words, you are bestowed with all sorts of feelings of worthiness and virtue as you are a hard actor or a hard worker. And so suddenly when you decide to start applying the laws of the universe and thinking yourself into whatever you are wanting, then what happens is some of those old beliefs of not being worthy, not having earned it, begin to come into play. And those are the contradicting thoughts that we believe that are keeping you from really feeling the power and the momentum. And so what is necessary for you is to accept that it doesn't have to be painful to be important. It doesn't have to be uncomfortable to be of value.